Hello. The video you're about to watch is not a tutorial video. The video shows some of the more useful features in GeneratePress and GenerateBlocks, which are the theme and plugin that I use most of the time. And I made the video for people I collaborate with so that they can see just how useful GeneratePress is. Now, I'm only scratching the surface here, but I hope you can see just how useful the combination of GeneratePress and GenerateBlocks is. Let's get started. Global colours. In the Customizer Colour tab, we've got the global colours, and you've got contrast, base, and accent. And you can have 2, 3 versions of each if you want to, or more. You can make new colours, and you can rearrange them if you want to. Now, the good thing about this is, once you assign a colour using a global colour, these are CSS variables. So it's not using the hexadecimal code, it's using the CSS variable. So when we use these colours, we can change these global colours, and then every instance of that in the website will change. So if we choose new colour, it changes. We choose new colours here. Every instance of that colour will change. Now, you can add these to your site via the customizer. For instance, if we look at the content section of the colours palette, we've got all these things we can change. We can change the text colour, the link colour, the content title, things like that, headings. But you can also change things as you make them using GenerateBlocks. The important point is, if you use global colours and these CSS variables, you can easily change the colour scheme of your website in just a few minutes. Typography settings. In the customizer, if we go to the typography tab, we've got this add font option here, and we can use this to add more Google fonts or to remove the Google fonts that are already there. So if we want to add another Google font, we just click add font, and we can search from the drop down list, or if we know what we were looking for, we could type it in here, and we can include more Google fonts in the design. Now, underneath here, we've got these options. So for the heading 1, you can set all the options you're likely to want to set: font size, line height, letter spacing, things like that. Now, if there's something that's not listed, what you can do, it says add typography. So we click add typography, and now we can target an element. And so if the element you want to target is not listed, you can add it yourself. So we've got to custom, and I want to target list items. I've got a list here. So now I can make changes. So I can increase the font size. Or I could make it bold. And I've got, line height, letter spacing, things like that. These are global settings, so they'll affect all H2 headings, all H3 headings. But if you want to change something in an actual block that you've made, or that's part of the theme, if we open a block, we can use the GenerateBlocks settings. So this is a headline. It looks like a paragraph because you can set headlines to a paragraph. But we've got all the settings we need here. We've got things like spacing, sizing, typography. So if we wanted to change the weight, I can do. Or we want to change the colour or whatever. But you've got 2 levels of setting. You've got the global settings and settings for individual GenerateBlocks blocks. The important point is, whatever typography settings you want to change, you're almost certain to be able to change them. Copying and pasting full pages, page sections or headers, footers, any part of the site. You can copy and paste from one site library site into the one that you're building, and all you need to do is just choose the section you want to use. So this is my empty page. Now if I wanted to copy this section, this is on the same site, but all I need to do, edit the page, and then I need to select the container I want to copy, just copy block, and then I can edit this page and paste it in. Now I want to copy from another website, which is the Safe Wheels site library site. So all I need to do is to open a copy of Safe Wheels, edit the page, and I can use list view to find the block I want to copy. Copy the block, then I can paste it into the site that I'm building. I want to insert before, make sure we've got the right one then. The colours are different because the global colours for this site are different. Update, view the page, and now I've brought that page section from a different site library site. I use a WordPress multisite to do this, and then I can install as many GeneratePress site library sites as I want. Installing a multi-site is not something everybody would want to do, but if you're a web designer, it's easy and it's really convenient. There are two versions of GenerateBlocks. Most people, most of the time, only really need the free version. But if you buy the pro version of GenerateBlocks, you get this pattern library. Now, at the time I made this video, there are 241 patterns, and they're organised into categories, so you can choose the thing you want to use. So suppose you're looking for a hero, you just choose hero from the list, and then you just click the button to insert them in your page. Some of these are taken from the GeneratePress site library, but suppose we want to use this one, just click to insert it, and there it is in our page. Quick and easy. And if you've got clients who want to update their own website, the pro version of GenerateBlocks is really useful. Your clients will love you for installing it, but you've got to pay for that. The important point is you can copy and paste full pages or page sections from any GeneratePress site library site into the site you're building, and you can use GenerateBlocks with 241 patterns. If you want to import from another site library site, you'll have to have an installation of the site that you want to use. I use a WordPress multisite to do that, which is a bit beyond what the average user might want to do, but if you're a web designer, it really makes a lot of sense. Merging the header. If we want the site title and the navbar to be inside this image background, we can merge the header. To do that, we need an element. So we just make a new element, and the element type we need to make is a header. And all you need to do is see merge header, merge with content, and you just choose merge. Now once you've done that, you need to set the navigation colours and things like that. It only takes a few minutes. Now I've already made an element, so I'll just switch it on. If I edit this element that I made, it's currently set to draft, so if I click publish, and if we look at the display rules choose where it's going to show. Now I've set this one, the location, to be just one page, the blocks to copy page I've been using for this demonstration. So we go back to the site, Now the navbar and the page header are merged. Header layouts. There are several ready-made header layouts that you can choose in the customizer. Blog and archive page layouts. There are two ways to do this. The customizer has quite a lot of settings, and for a lot of websites that's all you'll need. Go to layout, blog, and then we've got these settings. So we can do all the usual WordPress things. You can show or hide the post date, you can display the read more button or text, and you can show and hide things like the categories, tags, the featured image. You can set the featured image above or below the headline and change how much text is in the preview. You can also choose to display columns, 2, 3 or 4 columns, and you can display the posts in a masonry grid. If you want more control over how these blog listing layouts appear, you can make an element. So I'm going to choose elements, add new element. I'm going to make a block element. Now I want to make a content template, and there are some ready-made templates to do this, and I can choose them from the drop-down list. Now all of these are customizable. These are just starting points to help you get started, so you've got an idea how they work. But all you need to do is just choose the one you like from the list, and there it is. And if we publish that, we'll need to add some display rules. So we're going to display it on the blog. You could choose blog and archive pages if you want to. So if I see what that looks like, and now we've got a different layout. What you can also do is you can copy and paste any of these layouts from any of the other site library sites. So if I like the way that this blog layout looks in a different site, this is the SafeWheel site, I could edit the site, find the element that controls the blog. I can just copy that, copy the block, and then I can paste it into the site I'm building. So add new element, so this is the layout I had before. Remove that, paste in the new one, update, and if we go to the blog page, I've now got the new layout. The off canvas panel. There's a little flyout called the off canvas panel, and you can put a menu in the off canvas panel, and you can put widgets at the bottom or a block. The off-canvas panels are slightly different. You could copy any of these into the site that you're making. Just fly out like this. The effect I'm going to show you next I built with the GenerateBlocks Pro plugin, which is a premium plugin that you've got to pay for. There's a GenerateBlocks free version, and what I'm going to show you now is GenerateBlocks Pro, which you have to pay for. So these are all kinds of hover effects. So just add a little bit of interaction to your page. These are different blog listings. different designs. These are more hover effects. This one is just a box shadow, and these are hover effects. This is an accordion which is only available in the Pro version, or the paid for version of GenerateBlocks. The free version of GenerateBlocks doesn't have the accordion. I haven't shown you everything that GeneratePress and GenerateBlocks have to offer, but I hope it's given you a good idea of what you can do and just how powerful it is. I've tried a lot of themes, and GeneratePress and GenerateBlocks to me seem like the best option available. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.